It's completely fine.
Yeah,
Just don't.
there we go. What's going on, everybody? We are back with a new live Ask Me Anything today. It's Sunday. You know what time it is. It's time to ask and answer, and you're going to give us a bunch of questions. We're going to answer them, have a bunch of fun today because it's Cody, Ren, and me. And today, usually we do have a very special guest on here. But the special guest today will be announced in a little bit later in the show, so do tune into that and make sure if you guys are into this, if you guys do love doing live streams, make sure to go follow me on Twitter. Maybe you might be that special guest. We'll find out very soon, though. Cody, how are you doing today, man?
I'm exceptionally well. I'm a bit tired because I've had a busy past few days, but I'm good.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. And Ren, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I wish I had better image and better sound, but I'm doing all right. And I do have a special guest with me, if you allow me to introduce him.
Yes, please show.
Yeah, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my son, Baby Yoda.
Okay.
My son?
Yes.
This
one bobbles his head.
Yeah, this baby's name has a dusty head, but he's okay. He's really
I saw that one too when I got this one.
I don't have a son, so
you need to get a son. You need to get a son. Like I know you're working really hard, but like you need a son for your set. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about this. Rest in peace, John Schnepp. 2 years ago, we lost the king of the geekies, the king of the sweaties.
yeah.
2 years has been far too long, and we miss you, man. Like I mean, like he was easily one of the best parts about Collider, AMC Movie Talk, all sorts of stuff like that. So do miss him as well. Anyone have like a favorite memory of his? I mean, mine was the shit rat stuff that him and Christian would do.
Yeah, that was my to be honest.
It was just fantastic. So it's awesome, guys. You guys ready for some questions?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's see. Thoughts on Pirates of the Caribbean 6? Did you guys ever want this to happen? I did. Well, what about you?
To be perfectly honest, it was like a mixed bag for me. I could take it or leave it, but hearing that Margot Robbie is going to be attached to the project, I am more excited for it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. And the fact that the writer of Birds of Prey is going to be writing it, I mean, I want to see Sold. Ren?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Pirates franchise. However,
there we go.
There we go.
However, when they said that Margot was cast, my interest peaked. However, when they said that the writer of Birds of Prey was writing it, my interest lowered yet again. But nevertheless, I'll be there day one.
I feel that. I really do feel that. And also, guys, I see a lot of questions being thrown in. Understand this, guys. If you do want your question answered right away, make sure to throw in a super chat. That's where your question is very much guaranteed and answered. Also, guys, make sure to hit that like button. I see people joining. Hit that like button the second you join, guys. It really helps us. And also make sure to go subscribe to Ren. And sure, why not? Go subscribe to Cody. He's making a feature film later this year, and you really should because he needs it. Right, Cody?
Yeah. We can definitely talk about that later, but yes, I am making a feature film later this year.
What's your thoughts on Friday the 13th? It's okay. It's cool. I like Jason, but the movies are kind of shit.
Yeah, I like the original. I mean, when it comes to the Friday the 13th franchise, it's kind of also my perspective with Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, I love the first Friday the 13th, the original, but all the others, it's like, take it or leave it for me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Ren?
I like the original. I like 2. I like 3. And I actually really enjoyed the remake from 2000.
I like the remake too.
Yeah.
Like the remake too. So question, is he your favorite slasher?
Probably. I mean, Halloween has the better movies. Like, the good Halloween movies are better than the good Friday the 13th movies. But Jason himself as a character is probably my
What about
favorite.
Freddy? What about Freddy, my dude?
I don't like Freddy.
You don't like Freddy? Okay. Complete opposite for me. I gotta say, for me, I love Freddy, and it's simple. It's simple, sweet sarcasm. I love how sarcastic Freddy is all the darn time.
I can get that. What are your thoughts on each streaming service? That's a big question. How would we just say the most underrated streaming service that we think? I think Apple TV is the most underrated. Cody?
I would agree with that. Like, I'm just getting into Apple TV, but yeah, I would say it's.
And Ren?
I'll probably agree too. Apple TV has got some good stuff in it. I mean, they don't have a wide variety of stuff, but most of the stuff that they do have is good.
Yeah, I agree. And guys, also, if for people who are just tuning in, who's the special guest? Well, you'll find out soon. It could be you. So if you have a setup like this, you guys should really prepare that like right now. Jumping in, which superhero show deserves a TV show? I mean, the one I want is Moon Knight, and Moon Knight's getting a TV show. So, to be honest, I was thinking about this though. It's tough. I really want just a live action Batman series, like Batman the animated series, but I think we're gonna be getting that with the Matt Reeves Batman. I mean, I don't really have one in particular that like, oh god, I need that as a live action. I think, or just in general as a show. Ren?
I was looking at my figures. I was thinking Green Lantern, but he's also at least supposedly getting a show.
Mm-hmm.
A Dr. Fate would
be cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. And what about you, Cody?
For me, I would say in terms of getting a show, I would love. I know that we have him in the MCU, but I honestly would love to see a Doctor Strange based television series.
Be cool. That'd be cool. Medical actor seasonal. What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? And I'm gonna preface this. Not being Uncut Gems or Punch Drunk Love, like his comedies, his straight up comedies.
Wedding Singer.
Okay. Ren?
Probably, I think we answered this last week, but probably Click. I really enjoy Click.
I really like Click too. Mine's 51st Dates.
Oh, that's good.
Someone asked, how did Iron Man die? He snapped. What's your least favorite superhero movie?
Oh, that's hard. Catwoman is definitely up there.
Never seen Catwoman. I don't think I ever will.
Oh my gosh, good.
Honestly, Fantastic Four, Josh Trank. I don't think I've ever seen a worst made film. And you know, there's X-Men Origins, there's X-Men Last Stand, there's you know, but even with those, you can still watch them and like see something. Like Fantastic Four just seems like a fucking mess. It just seemed like a total mess. But you know what's also close is Hellboy. Hellboy was terrible. Hellboy was
my gosh,
god awful.
Awful.
That was terrible. Just fucking terrible. Let's go, Ren.
Honestly, I was thinking, and it's basically a tie. I will break the tie, but I need to preface by saying it's a tie between Fed Force Thick and Catwoman. And this probably changes depending on the day you ask me, but Catwoman is a movie that, when you look at the very ideas before the execution, that film is fundamentally broken.
Yeah.
Fed Force Thick, however, had promise. And some people say Fox fucked it up. I still say Josh Trank fucked it up. Maybe both fucked it up. I don't know. But that's a movie that I got to say it's worse just because at least there was something there and they just crumbled it to the ground.
I agree, I guess, but yeah, Fantastic Four is just garbage. Cody,
it's awful. I think I definitely agree with Ren on the idealism, but for me, it's got to be Catwoman. I hate that movie so much.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
So you're wrong.
What would be your preference for the next Star Wars game, not including Fallen Order 2? Battlefront 3. I mean, Battlefront 2. Just went down. Battlefront 3 is absolutely one of the best. It's probably the best Battlefront game, and you wouldn't agree with that if you only played it when it first came out, but that game solidified itself as like the best. It's so fun. I play it almost every day. The one thing I will say about it though is it's just they cut support at the wrong time. They still should have been supporting that game. That's why I believe that, and I hope that they are making a third one right now and that they learn from their mistakes. Like literally where they're at in 2, add upon that. You know, they were supposed to do Ahsoka, they were supposed to do Padme, they were supposed to do rumors that they were going to do Cad Bane, and a bunch of others, Rex, and I wish they would have gone forth and done that before cutting support, but still, the game is fucking awesome, and I love playing it. Any agreements with you guys? Any Star Wars games that you guys want?
I would
You
love.
remember the Lion King 1.5 movie where you see basically Timon and Pumbaa showing up in all the major events from the first movie?
Yes.
I want that in a game, but it's Muftak showing up in all the major events of the saga.
I'm not opposed to that at all. I really want that too.
Oh
Muff
my
Tack is
goodness.
amazing.
That's fantastic. There are two things that I could want. Number one, I would like Animal Crossing in a galaxy far, far away. Or number two, I would like an updated version of Jedi Fallen Order. Or sorry, not Jedi Fallen Order, the Old Republic.
Old Republic. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay.
Old Republic's like the main one. I think we all want at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Fallen Order is great. That was a slip. I love Fallen Order.
Zachary DeCiro asked, would you guys rather see Dune tomorrow at home or wait to see it on big screen? Okay, so let me preface this. Now, I would rather obviously see it on the big screen, but like if everyone else can watch it tomorrow at home, I'm going to watch it tomorrow at home because I have to do a review. Ren?
That's fair. I mean, what you just said, it's fair, but I'll just time travel into December right away and just watch it.
Okay. Cody?
Yeah, honestly, whether it's at home or on the big screen, I think all three of us can agree that we would very much prefer to watch it on the big screen. But if it came out tomorrow and it was going to be at home, I'd throw down the money in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So guys, we're 11 minutes in so far. There's 24 people watching. So I'm going to throw this out and let you guys know to prepare. The special guest is going to be one of you guys today. If you guys are interested in being a part of the live Ask Me Anything today, start throwing in the super chat, or it's not super chat. Just start throwing in the chat like, hey, oh my God, I would love to be a part of it, blah, blah, blah. In just a little bit, I will be posting a link on Twitter to join us on this stream. Now, understand, only one person will get in, and I'll have to go by how your lighting looks, stuff like that. We do need decent, good quality here, or at least a quiet room and whatnot. I don't need your dog humping your leg or something on the side, you know? So do understand that, guys. Let me know how excited you guys will be. Let me know who's going to try and get in. And yeah, make sure to hit that like button, guys. I know me and Ren and Cody think it's a fun idea to get one of you guys in here to kind of say thank you and have fun, because a lot of you guys tune in every single week, so appreciate it.
Guess what? I think we got Cody O'Toole in the chat right now.
Oh, Cody O'Toole. I'll get to him in a second if I'll lose my spot. But awesome. Welcome in, Cody. Favorite Walking Phoenix performance? It's a tie between Master and her. For me, I haven't seen the full thing of the Master. I've seen clips. So definitely the Master I would probably see just from the clips. But her is my favorite film of his. So yeah, that one. But I would, as much as I say this, I like Joker. I think that's his best performance. I think Joker is hands down the best performance I've seen by him. I think that was his most transformation one and all that. Ren?
I was about to say her, but so leading performance probably her, but supporting performance Gladiator. He's just that good. He's so good in that movie.
I agree, man. Cody?
Overall best performance, I would agree with you, Zach. I think that Joker is his best performance, but I also agree in terms of my favorite film he's ever done, her is probably my favorite.
Her's a masterpiece.
It's so good.
Deep in the film quarters, I don't think it's fair because my country doesn't have super chat. I still answer your questions. I'm just throwing it out there for everyone's questions. Best and least favorite Disney remake. My favorite is probably Jungle Book. I love the Jungle Book remake. Shout out to Aladdin, though. I thought Aladdin was going to be ass, and it was fucking awesome. Cinderella is really good, too. And Pete's Dragon's underrated.
Yeah.
Ren, your turn.
Cinderella and Pete's Dragon and Jungle Book are three that I consider better than the original. I don't care how sacrilegious you might think that is. Don't boot me out. He's gonna boot. Okay, he's not gonna.
I almost did, but then I thought, Cinderella, I agree with. But Jungle Book, not so much. But I'm nostalgic on Jungle Book.
I understand that, and I love the original for what it is. I really love Beauty and the Beast and Lion King. I think those are the two best ones. Worst ones. You gotta go Maleficent, don't you? No, wait. The first one is really bad, but the technically the second one is not a remake, but Alice Through the Looking Glass is ass.
You know, it's funny.
Which is-
I really liked the first Alice in Wonderland, but
Really?
I own the second one, and I've never watched it because I got it. So I went to this used store, and they had the first one for $4 and the second one for $2 on Blu-ray, and I said, no, you know, I think so. There's this book called Looking Glass Wars or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a spin on Alice in Wonderland's world, but like Lord of the Rings type style. And it's fucking awesome. It's really, really cool. And that's how the movie reminded me of. And I think that's why I like the movie, because it reminds me a lot of that darker sensation. I don't think it's perfect by any means, but I like that first one. My least favorite though is probably Maleficent. I don't even know which one, because 1 and 2 are garbage. They're just both terrible. I
think the second one is a little better.
No,
than the first.
Dude, I couldn't even get fucking. I fell asleep in the theater. I was. You know what though? Dumbo sucked too. Dumbo was fucking terrible too. I was Lion King. Nope, just boring. My girlfriend would want me to say this, but Beauty and the Beast, she hates that fucking remake. She thinks it's god awful. She said, because the first film, the original Beauty and the Beast, is her favorite film of all time, and she talks so much shit about that remake. The only thing she agrees with, and the only thing I will acclaim with her, Gaston is the best part about that film. The fact that he's getting his own spin-off on Disney Plus, I'm sold.
Is he though?
Yeah. Best part.
I don't believe that. I don't.
Okay. Cody, tell me what year is.
Favorite remake, it would either have to be Cinderella or The Jungle Book. I do like Pete's Dragon. I think it's a good movie. For my least favorite, it would probably be Maleficent. I freaking hate that movie for so many reasons I can't explain.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. What do we think is the most underrated one? I'd say Cinderella or Pete's Dragon.
I'd say Pete's Dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, Pete's Dragon.
Nice.
For sure.
What character from a movie of recent memory did you like more or so than the overall movie? I really like Ewan McGregor's in Birds of Prey, but the movie was fun enough, but not great. Cody, I'm gonna let you start with this one.
In recent memory, there are a couple of answers I want to give here. If there's one off of the top of my head, it's Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequels. Those are, or specifically Attack of the Clones. I thought he did a really great job as Obi-Wan overall, but in the entirety of the film, I'm actually going to give an answer that may surprise a lot of people. As people know, I love It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. Even though I love both of those films, Bill Skarsgård, I believe, is even better than the movies themselves. Like I'm really disappointed he didn't get nominated for any kind of awards. I'll
one up you on that. Bill Hader in It Chapter 2 was the best part. He gave the best performance in there, and I really like It Chapter 2. But I'll contend this. It's funny, as a package together, I'd literally give them an A-. I think as a package together, watching them back to back, it's a great experience, and it very is a great adaptation of the book. The issue of the second movie is there's too many fucking flashbacks.
Oh, you are
repetitive. It didn't need to be in there completely, and you could have cut it out. And in fact, you probably could have even made an argument to do an It Chapter 3 at that point. There was enough material where I do think you could have done 3 movies. It's not like The Hobbit where the book is this small and you got 3 fucking movies out of there, where it's like this big and you got 2 movies out of there. You could have.
You could have done a third.
Yeah. What about you, Ren?
I was drawing a blank, but you just mentioned The Hobbit. Bilbo Baggins in the Hobbit trilogy, played by Martin Freeman. I love Bilbo Baggins.
That's a great pick. That is a really good pick, Ren. I also want to throw in, guys, 33 of you guys are watching. So as of right now, I will drop the link on my Twitter for someone to join when we hit 25 likes in here. So let me know. I'm seeing some of you on Twitter. Let's get that going. Let's also, I didn't give my answer.
Oh, that's true. Go for it, Zach.
No, I'm not giving it anymore.
You said Bill Hader in It Chapter 2.
Well, that was just going off yours, my friend.
Oh, that was just going off. I'm just gonna go away and cry.
Yeah, go away. Get out of here. I'm trying to think of a movie I didn't like this year, there hasn't been like a terrible movie this year.
Well, actually, you know the funny thing.
Oh, there is.
Well, yeah, there has been. But
There is a terrible movie, but there is a great movie that, although I love it and it might be my favorite film of the year, I think the actress in it is even better than the movie. Very much like
I know what you're talking about. Elizabeth Moss
in Invisible Man. Yeah, her performance in that was
okay. I have one, and this is gonna be it's Anna and the Apocalypse. I thought was completely overrated, but I like.
I haven't seen that,
dude. I was so excited to get it. My grandmother got me it for Christmas, and I was so excited to watch it. So I watched it.
Wow.
We do like Christmas Eve on her house, and then Christmas Day. So we get her gifts, and I watched it that night. And honestly, I was quite disappointed. Like I thought it was good, but I thought the main performance and the main girl was absolutely the best part about the film. So yeah,
Ella Hunt. Yeah,
I have another one. And it's a supporting character. The movie is ass, but Krista Waltz's character in Alita: Battle Angel.
I liked Alita.
Oh, I love Alita.
I wish I did, man. I wish I did.
I went into Alita thinking it was gonna be garbage, to be honest with you. And guys, we're at 20 likes. We need 5 more, and then I'll drop the link on my Twitter for one lucky person to join. One lucky person to join. Guys, come on, get this
freaking go.
Let's do this. 20 likes. But no, I love Alita. I really thought that film was gonna be ass when I went to go see it. And honestly, I loved it. I love that movie. I think the worst part is the relationship, to be completely honest with everyone. But yeah. What's the best comic book you've ever read? It seems, that's tough because the best one I've ever read is Watchmen. I mean, honest to God, it's Watchmen. Watchmen is literally one of the best ones ever. Throwing in though The Dark Knight Returns, that could be also another one. What about you, Ren?
Kingdom Come, by Mark Waid and drawn by Alex Ross, is my single favorite graphic novel ever made from DC. From Marvel, I don't have it over here, but Zach, we talked about us when we had Griffin and Sean on our show. Marvels, which is basically looking at the Marvel universe throughout the years, but through the perspective of a journalist who's just photographing the events involving superheroes, and it's amazing.
It's amazing. Is it your top 10 of all time?
Oh yeah, those two. Like my single favorite from DC is this one, Kingdom Come. My single favorite from Marvel is Marvels, and I would have to think really hard about a top 10, but those are the top 2 above anything else from any company. And
what about you, Cody?
I haven't read a lot of comic books, as you know, Zach, but there are a few that I have read that I thoroughly love. Old Man Logan is definitely up there for me. I'm also a big fan of the Watchmen graphic novel. Let's see here. Besides that, but if I'm gonna point to which one is my absolute favorite, it's this one, Killing Joke by Alan Moore.
That's a great one.
Like ever since I read it, I keep coming back to it pretty much every 2 weeks. I love it.
Yep, and apparently we did hit 25 likes, guys. So as of right now, I'm hitting the button. I'm tweeting it out. First person, it's not going to be the first person, but it's going to be completely random, and then I'm going to delete it and boot everyone out. But thank you so much for whoever tries. And, if this goes well, if whoever comes in, and I really like this, and I think this is a pretty cool experiment, because this is a big experiment, guys. This is a big experiment. If it works well today, then we will keep doing it. So as right now, the tweet is out. Come join. All right, let's take the next question. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
What do we got?
Hey, your YouTube channel is great. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Hey, have you all seen Train to Busan? I haven't yet, but I'm planning on watching it either this week or next week before the sequel comes out, because I'm going to do a retro review on that film. I'm so excited to watch it. Ren, have you watched it?
Yes, there's a review on my channel from 2016. Go check it out.
Awesome. Also, someone just joined in. It's Cody. Cool.
Yeah!
Cody joined in.
Cody!
Hello, Cody.
I beat everybody. What is this? Wow.
I'm going to be honest.
Long time no see, my dude.
Cody, how you doing? How you doing, Cody?
I did not think I was going to make this. Not going to lie. But,
you were the first person to get in.
Well, hey.
We got Cody times 2 now.
You know what? I'll say this. If we can get one more person, and I'll let someone else join. I'll let someone else join too.
Ooh, okay.
So, but yeah. So let's get this going, guys. Good quality, remember. Cody was the first one in. If no one else wants to join, that's fine too. Oh, we just got another person, and it's SPC Bird. How are you doing?
Ooh.
All right.
I'm doing good, guys. How about you?
Good.
Good.
Here a little thing on your side, my friend.
Yep, I think I got it fixed now.
All right, perfect.
All right, great.
Awesome. How are you doing, man? Thanks for joining us today. I got to go delete the link. Now I got too many people in here.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad you could join. This is again something new that I'm trying, and I want to have fun. So, guys, let's just keep it going on with the questions. Thank you all for joining, and thank you for everyone who is trying. Again, if anyone tries to join in anymore, I deleted the link. But if you're still trying, I will boot you out. But if this went well, so if this goes perfectly well, we'll try again another time. So, guys, let's continue with these things. Now I lost track. This stupid thing. Worst video game movie you've ever seen? Who wants to start with this one?
I guess I can. For me, the worst one is still Assassin's Creed. Gross.
Terrible, right? Just like God awful.
Yeah.
You can get
Mortal
out.
Kombat Annihilation is fucking cancer. So I gotta go with that.
Yeah.
Cody?
Wow, which one? Oh, okay,
Tool.
sorry. Did anyone see those Super Mario movies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would probably, I'd go with that for sure. Barely, yeah.
Yeah, and then SPC. Do you have a name, man? What can
Austin.
Austin, yeah, Austin. So what would yours be?
Man, I'd have to honestly say Doom. I mean, if you really compare it to like the original games, it's nothing at all. You only get that one little part where it's in like first person.
Yeah, I don't think I've
and
ever
that's
finished
one of
that.
The Rock's like worst films in my opinion.
Oh yeah, The Rock, my friend, just needs to. He needs to.
And Carl
it's
Urban.
early- Carl. Oh shit! I forgot that he even popped up in there.
And Rosamund Pike is a scientist.
Oh gosh.
That's a film. That is.
What about you, Zach?
That's
His favorite video game?
I've kind of grown on Assassins. Like, I don't hate it as much as I did originally, but I still don't like it. Honestly, I mean, probably the Mario Brothers film. That film's fucking shit. It's terrible. It's so bad.
It is
Especially if you love Mario, it's bad.
Yeah, and Illumination's making the animated film of it. I'm sorry, I'm not. That's not even a fingers crossed. I mean, I already know the animation's gonna be really cool looking. I'm gonna get sucked in, then I'm gonna go see it and be like, no. What movie or franchise that had a successful run deserves its own series set in that universe that hasn't been done yet? I would love a Harry Potter series set post Deathly Hallows. What about you? Been saying this. Warner Brothers, how have you not done a Harry Potter show or announced one for HBO Max is beyond me. That is like prime candidate. Like if you're not going to do a lot of DC shows on there right off the bat, you should be doing a Harry Potter show right off the bat. So I agree with that one. I would have also said Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings is also getting a series on Amazon. I don't know much about that yet. I'm going to be honest. I don't want, everyone knows I love Toy Story. I don't want another Toy Story movie. I just want them to do a show. Honestly, I think a small little show containing like that they do with the short films. That's what I would want for here. Austin, I'll let you take this one next.
Man, I'd have to say Aliens, honestly. You can make it almost like a Stranger Things kind of thing. Like kind of have them bunch of people go all over the universe or whatever you could say. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I love that. That's actually really cool. I love that idea. Cody O'Toole.
I'm gonna tag on. Also go with that Harry Potter idea. Love that movie. Love the movies. Would love to see more. That would be a fun idea for sure.
Awesome. Cody Curtis.
I mean, for me, I would say they're already working on this. If I wasn't going to say Harry Potter, I was going to say Lord of the Rings, but that one's already kind of in development at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Ren?
Yeah, even though I like most of the movies, they haven't worked out for the majority of people after the second one. So just give up on the movies. Give us a Terminator show set on the future with the Resistance versus Skynet.
The Sarah Connor show is underrated, guys. You've never seen it. It's really, really underrated.
And actually,
I would like to see that.
I mean, I guess I do have a different answer now. Since Ren said that, is the movies have been just so awful. I would love to see HBO pick up Resident Evil and do a Resident Evil series.
Netflix is doing that right now. Netflix has the rights to that right now. It's probably not going to be good though.
Yeah.
I think I legit think they got the writers from the movies to do the show.
Oh,
It's supposed to be a complete reboot, which
Great.
makes sense. Another one I want to throw out is The Nice Guys. I would love a mini series on HBO Max or something of Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe doing adventures and whatnot. Green Lantern is my least favorite. Good choice. That is a bad film. I've never finished it though. X-Men Apocalypse was awful. Yes, it was. It's terrible. Get the fuck out of here, Ren. What is better, Snyder BVS trilogy or Iron Man trilogy? Okay. That's so. I'm gonna be honest. I can't say Snyder yet because I haven't seen Justice League.
yeah. Oh, that's
true.
And I'll say that. So he technically doesn't have a trilogy right now. But if we're going off just the first two films, I'm going Snyder. Man of Steel is perfect. And Batman v Superman, I absolutely adore and love, especially the Ultimate Edition. So, and Iron Man, I really like the first one. I enjoyed the third one. And the second one's kind of boring. I'm going to let Ren take this one. We're going to go backwards. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to go backwards.
All right. I mean, it's hard for me to go against Masterpiece of Steel. I don't love Batman v Superman quite as much as you do. Like, I like the movie, even the Ultimate Edition. I like it. I also enjoyed Justice League, the version we've gotten so far, for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of consistency, in terms of like judging what a trilogy is, I have to give the nod to Iron Man just slightly, even though the better overall movie out of the six for me is Men of Steel, personally.
Yeah. Cody Curtis?
For me, I'm with you, Zach. And my statement would be that although I do enjoy the Iron Man films, and I think the first one is amazing, there is not a film in that trilogy I would classify as a masterpiece. Man of Steel, I classify as a masterpiece. So definitely Snyder for me.
Cody O'Toole?
I'm going with the Iron Man trilogy by a landslide. I find the third Iron Man movie to be criminally underrated. I don't think a lot of people talk about that movie. Sure, the second one isn't that great, but where would the MCU be without that first Iron Man movie? So I'm going with the Iron Man trilogy.
All right, awesome. And then Austin?
It's so tough because they're both got just such great things, but I'd probably have to give it to Snyder, in all honesty. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a lot more of a DC guy than I am a Marvel guy, so and I love BVS. I don't know why people hate on it as much as they do, in all honesty.
You know, I think people weren't ready. I think the thing is people were expecting a straight up comic book action film with that, and it's not. It's a drama. That film is a straight up drama. And I love that. I love the interpretation. I love all that, and I can't wait to see the Snyder cut. What's a superhero movie that you're shocked hasn't gotten a solo movie? Austin, we'll start with you, and again, go back around.
I'd have to say Martian Manhunter, man. I mean,
Yep.
Like why? Like he's one of the key guys in the Justice League.
I agree. Cody O'Toole?
Come back to me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Come back
Man
to
of
me. Come back
Peace?
to me.
Man of Peace?
Yeah, okay. So the one for me, I would have to say, honestly, I'd go with Robin, to be 100% honest.
All right. Ren Geekness?
I'll go. I mean, supposedly we are still getting a movie of this guy, but I'm not so sure. Even though you and I just talked about something related to this character, but I can't believe to this day. I mean, we have a great TV show, at least I think so, but I have no idea how we still haven't gotten a big Flash movie in the year of 2020.
Yeah. That is weird. Do you think this is actually happening? It's happening now. Like, this movie's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just boot Ezra Miller out and do it.
Okay. And for me, I would have said Martian Manhunter as well. Kind of surprised we never have. Besides Martian Manhunter, though, I mean, I would have said Shazam, but we have Shazam now. So I mean, even thinking about it, I'm kind of surprised. I guess we don't have a hot girl, a hot guy one yet. That seems like kind of a prime candidate for one. I'm surprised no one's done a Red Hood film yet. I think that's the one. Just because he's such a big character. And also, I'm surprised they haven't announced like their next Joker film. You know, like what's the next villain they're gonna tackle. I always thought it was gonna be like Lex Luthor or something, but I actually have a feeling they're gonna do Poison Ivy or a Scarecrow. Those are the two. All right, jumping into the next question. Do you think The Invisible Man lends itself to a sequel? I've thought about this. I think there's a point to where you could go with it, but at the same time, it's also left open for interpretation. I don't know if we'll ever see all these monsters and creatures coming to life and together, like Wolfman and Invisible Man. I think it'll be subtle nods to them, like Wolfman reading off something on the news. And on today's news, a man was invisible and killed a lot of people. Back to you. Something tiny like that. So, Ren, what about you?
I think so. A sequel, I can definitely see it. I don't see it as easily connected to like the Wolfman or something like that, just because of tone. Because they went so far as to kind of explain how the man turns invisible with the suit. But a sequel for sure. I don't see anything deterring it from having a sequel.
Yeah. Cody O'Toole, have you seen Invisible Man yet?
I did not. Not a big horror guy, to be honest with you, but I've heard it's one of the better films to come out this year. So, yeah.
If you ever get a chance. I'll tell you this. My grandma's not a big horror fan, but she watched it and liked it.
Okay.
So, Austin?
I think it just stands by itself. I don't really think we need a sequel because I feel like if we get more and more sequels for it, it's just going to get that Friday the 13th kind of vibe. They'll just start getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
So keep it as one.
Yep. And Man of Peace.
I'm with Austin on this one. For me, I loved Invisible Man. It is close to, if not my favorite movie of this year. And I feel if you attach it to sequels or a franchise, there's just going to be a large diminishing return on.
That's my thing. And I'm wondering, what do you do? Like, what does she do? Just kill people who abuse people? Like, suit, like that. Is that what the concept would be? There's only one Invisible Man suit, The only thing I could see, and I could really see them doing this like way down the road, is they've brought in all these characters, they've brought in all these major actors, they do a Van Helsing film and Van Helsing's hunting them down. That's all I could see. Maybe you can do it. This is a really good question. Scott Clune, if any classic Alfred Hitchcock movie was to get updated remake, what film would you like to see in today's world? I think a Rian Johnson Rear Window would be very good. What about you guys? Cody Curtis, you start with this.
Okay, so he actually hit the nail on the head for me. Rear Window is my number one film that I talk with my friends about all the time, that I think needs an updated modern version. But another, I honestly would love to see the original Psycho. Like, I know that we've gotten a television show, we've gotten Bates Motel, and then there's, of course, American Psycho, which is based off of a graphic novel. But the classic Alfred Hitchcock Psycho, I would love to be brought to modern day.
I love it. Austin?
I did just say The Birds.
Okay.
I mean, with the technology we have nowadays and how just everything is so CGI'd, I mean, you could make it look so good.
Yeah, and who do you guys want to direct it? Cody, who do you want to direct it?
For me, if I would want David Fincher.
Okay. Austin, and yours?
I'd honestly say Lee Winnell.
Oh, that's a great choice.
Yeah, I think it'd be really good with how good he did The Invisible Man.
Okay. Cody O'Toole.
I don't know why we should touch any of these classics, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to play along with the question. It's just, Alfred Hitchcock is just classic. You just look at him. I don't even think he'd want any of his movies to be remade. So I'm not gonna play along. I'm sorry.
Do you think he looked at the Psycho remake and was pissed?
I mean,
like from down above, like he's just like, that's fucking garbage.
Yeah, he probably just said one word, garbage. And that was it. Yeah. So sorry, I'm not gonna play along.
That's fine. Ren?
I got two things to say before I give my answer. Number one, I'm with Cody O'Toole on this one. I don't think anyone should touch it. I am going to entertain the question, but I don't think anyone should touch it. Second one, I don't think Rear Window would work at all in like a modern world. Like if the setting of the movie itself was modern, I'm actually going to say Robert Eggers to direct Vertigo.
That is a great one. So mine would actually be Rear Window. Ryan Johnson
dare
would be a good direction. Ryan Johnson would be a good director, but Rear Window is my favorite Hitchcock film. To be honest, I don't. Jennifer Kent. I think Jennifer Kent could play around with a lot of that psychological element really well.
I agree.
And I just think she'd kill it. So, all right, Reese Kingston. Apparently, Disney is prepping the New Mutants and Mulan for a Disney Plus release. So I'm not going to go around with this on a question. Reese, I'm going to say this: New Mutants cannot go on Disney Plus till the end of 2021. That is a deal that they have. If they're going to drop it on a streaming service, it has to go to HBO Max, unless they paid a ton of money, which they're not going to do. If New Mutants is going to go anywhere, it's going to go VOD. And I think by next week we're going to find out what they're doing with the film. That's just the truth. I do think it is going to VOD officially, though. I think they've tried. It's just there's no point in pushing it back again. I actually do think, though, I would really, if you guys can, Comic-Con at home, I would probably watch that panel. I have a gut feeling they're going to drop it. I think they're just going to drop the film. I think they're going to drop it on the panel or give a discount code or something to where you can just go watch it right then and there. So Mulan, though, won't be surprised if they take the hit on that one. Just because, yes, Mulan would make a ton of money, but at the same time, Disney Plus does need content. And if it's true that the Disney Plus Marvel shows have been pushed back, you're going to need content. Cody,
I'd be really sad if that happened.
Wow, how did this happen? I know all three of you just finished Last of Us 2, and so did I. Based on the events, can you see Naughty Dog making a third? So first, Austin, do you play video games? Did you beat Last of Us 2?
I haven't played it yet. I play a lot of video games. Okay. I'm only maybe halfway done with the first one. I kind of know everything that happens, but okay. I unfortunately don't have an answer for you.
Okay, so we're not going to go into spoilers. We're just going to go through and say yes or no, and maybe a little bit peace after that. I'm going to say yes, but just because because the game is now almost the highest selling PlayStation exclusive, also because I think they do have a story. But I think Neil Druckmann still needs to sit on it. I think it'll be at least 5 or 6 years before we even see the third one, though. They're going to build that same anticipation like they did with the second one. And, yeah. But also, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get another one. Ren?
We talked about this, and you know how much I love the second one. I'll say it's over, and I mean this in the best way possible. If they do a third one, I'll be there. They want to buy it, but don't do it. I think the story is over, and I think it's beautiful how it ends.
Okay. Cody O'Toole?
I've been thinking weeks and weeks about this question, and I'm going to answer my own question. I'm so excited. Yes, I think they will make a third one. But like Zach said, 5 or 6 years down the road. Mm-hmm. When the PS5 is out and everything. You know.
Yeah. Austin?
You already asked me.
Oh, well, yeah. And then Cody.
Yeah, for me, I'm with Ren. I think there is a possibility they could create a third one, and I will be there opening day as soon as it comes out. But I also think there's an even stronger possibility that the whole time we're going to spend in The Last of Us with Ellie and with everything, I think it's done.
We'll see, though. People love threes. That's true. Most underrated DreamWorks animated movie: Wallace and Gromit and The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I will say nonetheless.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that. I'm take it.
Okay, Cody, Tools are taking that. Cody, Curtis, are you taking that too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Austin, we'll go with you.
Yep, 100% agree with you.
And Ren Geekness.
No, the most underrated one is Megamind. Megamind is all.
Get the fuck. No, I'm joking. Mega Man is really underrated, though. Mega Man is really, really underrated. I have that somewhere behind me.
I have it all the way over there.
All right, Zachary DeCiro, is there any way you could get it on the chat? Oh, okay, you're talking about the video thing. Maybe next time I'll do the chat. Yeah, maybe. But I also got to send people to making things and following me and stuff, and that's also how that works. How do you guys deal with both mean comments and constructive criticism? Well, first, there's a complete difference between the both. You're either just a fucking asshole or you're giving like actual criticism. If your comment is racist, bigotry, or anything like that, it's not constructive at all. If you tear down the person, it's not constructive either. It literally, a lot of it is just like giving. The way I've noticed it is if you're positive in it, giving positive stuff that you like, and then maybe suggestions. That's how constructive criticism can come in. But when you're just straight up mean, you know, You just ignore those. Cody O'Toole, have you ever read comments on Ryan's channel or something? And you're just like,
Yeah, I mean, or your editing sucks, and I'm like, it's not Ryan's, it's mine, so it hurts. No, I think going into it, if you're making videos on the internet, you just got to expect that it comes with, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the comments. So if that's something you're not expecting going in, it's gonna be harder for you. However, if you're able to take criticism and use it in a positive to make your channel better, then I think that's what you need to do. You just expect what it's gonna happen, because if you're going to make videos, that's what's going to happen. People are going to tell you what they think.
Austin?
I mean, man, there's all sorts of people like this in the world. I mean, they're either just going to troll you or they will give you good criticism. I have a coworker. He watches my stuff all the time, and he'll give me constructive criticism. I just take it as positive as I can and just look past all the negatives. I just ignore it. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, oh, you suck. Oh, thanks. I mean, I try, but whatever.
Thanks so much. Cody Curtis, we'll go with you next, even though you don't make YouTube videos really much anymore.
Yeah, I can still relate to this though, and I'm going to connect with Ren on this one since we are both filmmakers. And whenever you're trying to create something, it doesn't matter if it's a YouTube thing or a screenplay or you're trying to do something in a theatrical production. Critical comments or being criticized is just part of the territory. And if the comments are constructively made, they will help you create a better product at the end of the day. But even with the constructive comments, you've got to take a bit of a grain of salt and see if they'll actually help. If people are just tearing you down and telling you suck and you don't know what you're doing, it's obviously those people have no idea what they're doing. And obviously they don't really have anything.
Yeah. My one comment I always say to those people is, okay, if you can do it better, do it. But you're not. So you obviously can't. Ren.
I'm going to start by addressing the like mean comments or whatever, things like that. Like on YouTube, I just delete them. I immediately forget about them. I'm like, fuck off. And I delete the comment. That's it.
Fuck off.
Constructive criticism, and this also relates to being a filmmaker. I welcome it, and on YouTube, I love starting conversations with that. I remember when I was doing my movie to get my master's, I sent it to you, I sent it to Griffin, I sent it to people I trusted, and I trusted their opinion and their feedback, and you helped me a lot. Griffin really helped me. Griffin sent me a full document of feedback, and it was really awesome, and I welcome it. Again, if it's constructive, I welcome it.
Yep, I agree. Cam Mello asked favorite underrated horror movie. He says Lake Mungo. I still need to watch that. I really still need to watch that. So mine's probably going to be, I think it's called The Invitation. Yes. Love that movie. Very, very underrated. Not enough people talk about it. I really didn't even see it till 2 years after it had come out. Cody O'Toole, do you want me to just skip over you, or do you have an underrated horror movie?
I don't know. I consider it underrated. I don't know if you guys would. The first Paranormal Activity.
Yep.
I find underrated.
No one talks about those movies. I love that series. Austin?
Man, honestly, I'd have to say House of Wax. Like, not a lot of people really talk about it. I mean, I know Paris Hilton's in it. She's not very good in it, but I love the atmosphere of it and just the creepiness of it.
Awesome. Cody Curtis?
I was gonna be with you, Zach. I would say The Invitation. If I wasn't gonna say The Invitation, I was going to say Midsommar, because I know that Midsommar is a film that a lot of people are mixed on, but once again, it is one of those horror films that is generally only talked about in the film lovers community. It's not really talked about anywhere else.
Okay. And Ren Geekness?
I have to go. I mean, the people I know, like you guys, I know love this movie, but it's more underseen. They're underrated precisely, but I'll say Cabin in the Woods.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I love that movie. I love that movie. Which I just rewatched 13 Ghost, and that film seems like if anyone's ever seen that film, it seems like Drew Goddard and Joss Whedon saw that film. And they're like, hey, let's do our own version of that. Like in a sense, because it really is kind of the same thing. My girlfriend did text me, and she wants us to answer a question. She said only the right answer for her. All right. And she wants to know why. So, Cody Curtis, we're going to start with you and go backwards.
Oh gosh,
Batman or Superman? Give the right answer. If you don't give the right answer, she'll probably hate you, even though you don't know who she is. So, Cody Curtis, go ahead.
Oh, this is tough. Which should it? Batman for me.
Why?
Because look, although I love Superman, the fact of the matter is that Bruce Wayne for me is a character that, although he's got a lot of money, he doesn't have any of the traditional sense of superpowers. He's just not an average man, but he's a man who has had to build himself up to be the greatest version of himself, and he's had to go through a lot of emotional demons that, for me personally, I don't think Superman I can relate to at all.
Okay, Ren.
I think Superman is the ideal type of person you strive to be, but Batman for sure. I mean, it's not even surprising that I say that. Batman is the epitome of working for what you have eventually. Everything Batman does and can do and has gained throughout his life, he has worked for it, and you can't take that away from him. Also, lots of Batman figures over here.
Something tells me we're giving the wrong answer, Ren.
Austin.
Man, it's Batman for me too. And literally, Ren and Adam Beast, they literally said everything I was going to say. So,
Cody O'Toole. Okay, so
The answer is
I know you're listening to this or watching this. I will say Superman.
Yeah, okay.
I really want to say
even though you know deep down Batman's my second favorite superhero of all time because we were just talking about this yesterday. Superman. I'll say it's for you. Superman kicks ass. Guys in the live chat, let us know why Superman is better than Batman. For her sake, please. All right. We got a super chat. Thanks so much, Jacob Juice. Hey guys, what kind of film would you love to watch in IMAX? I would love to see an old epic film like Apocalypse Now or Bridge on the River Kwai. Those are two great ones. Some ones for me, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Would have loved to see Apocalypse Now is another one. I'm gonna be honest though. I mean, if we're talking just IMAX, I never got to see like the likes of Inception or Lord of the Rings, and I would love to see those. Cody O'Toole,
Harry Potter movies. So I'll just see all of them. Just sit down and just binge them all. IMAX.
I love it. Austin,
dude, honestly, the first Terminator. I think the first Terminator would be cool.
Be good.
IMAX.
They really do. Ren.
The original Star Wars trilogy, Lawrence of Arabia would be a great one. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to steal anything from anyone.
Cody Curtis.
Ren took mine. I was going to say the original Star Wars trilogy, but I would also love to see the original Ben-Hur in IMAX, and also I'd be curious to see what Silence of the Lambs looks like in IMAX.
That would be cool. That would be a really cool one. Also, she just texted me and said they had good reasonings, I guess, but I still hate them.
You just pointed, so thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I hate you for not making Zach watch Togo yet.
Hey, we already know why we can't watch Togo because my dog's a dick.
Go to her house. There's no excuse anymore, Zach. I caught you.
Let's see. In your opinion, to truly understand the art of filmmaking, what 5 films should all film critics be obligated to watch? So first off, Rudy, best question.
That is
also, go subscribe to Rudy. I love him. He has great opinions and great underrated content. Okay, so
yikes.
Oh, also, my girlfriend said she's gonna burn your room down, Ren.
Wow.
Do you have any Superman figures? Do you have any Superman figures?
I do. I have this one and this one.
Oh, okay.
2 as opposed to all the Batman.
I know. All right, so going back to Rudy's question, in your opinion, to truly understand the art of filmmaking, what 5 films should all film critics be obligated to watch? So 5 films. That's tough. Raiders of the Lost Ark is definitely number 1 for me. I think that film just absolutely incredible. I think that helps kind of understand the blockbuster type movie. I'm going to say for the next one, Pulp Fiction. I think Pulp Fiction for script is a really good one to understand. 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm gonna go Inception,
Okay, I have.
and then this one's tough. I'm stuck between either Terminator 2 or the original Toy Story. Or even Spirited Away. I'm actually stuck between all three of those. So I'll say I'll just kind of throw all those all together. And then we're gonna go. I'll go Cody O'Toole.
Oh boy, am I the right person for this question?
You can say what films you think Ryan would say.
No, I'll say some that just come off the top of my head. Whiplash.
Yep.
Definitely. Finding Nemo. For sure. Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yes.
Those are all I got right now. Those are the three that are coming to mind.
Those are three great ones.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
The original Star Wars, Lawrence of Arabia, Casablanca, City Lights from Charlie Chaplin.
Yep.
and Voyage to the Moon by Georges Méliès.
Honestly, all those are great. Austin, what about you?
I'd have to say The Shining, first of all. It's,
Yep.
for me, best horror movie ever made, personally.
Yep.
Empire Strikes Back, for sure.
Yep.
First Terminator, I already brought that up, obviously.
Yep.
I'd also have to probably say the original Spider-Man movie.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
100%.
That's a great choice, too. Oh, great choices. And Cody Curtis.
I'm gonna be with Ren on two of those picks. Voyage to the Moon and City Lights are definitely up there for me. And I don't even care. I'm going to group this all into one movie. It's the entire Alfred Hitchcock collection. I would put into that. And then also Silence of the Lambs and let's see here. Silence of the Lambs and one more. Gosh, because there's so many. Inception and Blade Runner 2049 are the other two I would do.
Okay. Hey, what's your favorite, least and favorite Ben Affleck film? All right, number one of all time, The Town. It's in my top 10 favorite films of all time. I love that movie. Worst, though, I'll say this. I've never seen a bad Ben Affleck film because I refuse to put myself into those scenarios. So,
okay.
Cody Curtis, we'll start with you.
Best, Good Will Hunting. And then worst, I would have to say the worst is probably Daredevil. Like I don't think I've ever seen a bad Ben Affleck performance, but Daredevil for me is like not one that I enjoy.
Well, they made that movie for you anyways, so.
Yeah, of course they did.
Ryan Geekness.
Best, it swaps depending on the day you ask me. Today I'm on an Argo day, so best I'm going to say Argo. Worst, Jilly, with the one he did with Jennifer Lopez.
Ooh.
How could you not answer that, Cody?
I've never seen that.
Oh, Ren, you're
It's
right.
awful.
You're right.
It's so bad.
Jilly is terrible.
Austin, what about you?
You know, honestly, not a lot of people talk about it. I'd say his best for me personally is Pearl Harbor.
Really?
I actually really like him in Pearl Harbor.
I like that too.
Really good.
I like him, yeah.
I would say weakest, though, I'm probably with Cody. I'd have to say Daredevil. I really do like the film, though, but for me, it's not his strongest at all.
Also, let's give a shout out to The Way Back. One of his best performances.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite right there. Because I recently just watched it, so it's fresh in my head. I looked up his filmography. I haven't seen too many, so probably his worst I've seen is probably Justice League. I'm not really a big fan of that movie to begin with, anyway. So, yeah,
I can get that. Let's see. Favorite Disney Renaissance movie. What's the Disney?
It's from,
now these are the kind of questions I like.
It's from Little Mermaid to
here it is.
To
Little
Fantasia
Mermaid,
2000.
Rescuers, Beauty, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback, Hercules, Mulan, Tarzan. Oh, wait, why? Okay, this website's wrong. Okay, Lion King should be in here. Oh, okay, now Lion King's in there. Okay. My number one, honestly, out of those, Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin. With giving a shout out to Tarzan because not enough people talk about it. But honestly, this is probably the best years for them. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
These are fantastic. It's hard for me to choose because I could choose Mulan, I could choose The Rescuers, I could even choose Hunchback. I think it'd be easier to talk about my least favorite, which is probably The Little Mermaid. Or actually, is there 2 Rescuers films?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
the sequel is better than the original.
Agreed.
Okay, actually, I'll go Pocahontas. I've never been the biggest fan of Pocahontas. I think it's good, but it's never been the biggest fan of it. So least favorite in this one, since they're all great. Cody O'Toole.
Least favorite we're doing?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Need me
I
to come back?
probably go Pocahontas. Like when I was growing up, that was the one I watched the least. So
Okay.
I'd go with that.
Austin.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same. It'd be Pocahontas.
Okay. And Ren Geekness.
Least favorite, yeah, Pocahontas for sure.
And Man of Peace.
No disagreement here. Pocahontas.
Perfect.
Unanimous.
Also, he asked, "What's your favorite Toy Story character outside Woody and Buzz?" That's a good question. Let me look at my
Oh
things.
boy.
Honestly, I love Mr. Potato Head. I love them all. Slinky, Rex, Ham. I mean, I don't have like they all add some layer to it. So let's go favorite villain out of the whole franchise.
I was
I'm-
ready for that.
I'm gonna go Lotso. I'm gonna go
It's
Lotso.
easy. Yeah, it's easy. It's Lotso.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
Prospector. No, I'm
Is
kidding.
that Prospect? Is everyone Lotso?
Yeah,
It's
easily.
Lotso, but I want to answer the question because
I do too.
Because I have a serious answer for this. My
Okay.
favorite character outside of Woody and Buzz is Jessie.
Thank you.
Oh, good choice.
Because literally Toy Story 2 out of the trilogy is or the quadrilogy now is probably my favorite.
Mine too. Toy Story 2 is
Yeah.
my favorite Pixar
Toy Story
movie.
2 is my favorite too.
Mm-hmm.
Austin?
I'd have to say Rex.
Yeah.
Rex is hilarious.
Yep.
And I love dinosaurs.
And
Who
Ren?
doesn't? Yeah, for me, I was bouncing between Rex and Jesse, so I'm gonna side with Austin on this one, not leave him alone, and say Rex today. Even though I love Jesse, but favorite villain is Lotso, but he's technically not a Toy Story villain, but
Yeah.
special shout out to Emperor Zurg.
Hell yeah. And then my girlfriend said, "How the hell did we forget Gone Girl? How did none of us mention Gone Girl?"
Oh my
Ben
god.
Affleck.
yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, we messed up on that, guys.
We deserve that. We deserve that.
Does Star Wars: The Force Awakens still hold up in your head? Yes, it's my second favorite Star Wars film of all time. For everyone, yes, no,
Yes, it does.
100% yes.
100%, 100%. Cody O'Toole.
I wouldn't know.
How have you not seen him yet? Dude? How have you just not seen him yet, dude?
This is where I get kicked out. Thanks for having me. It was-
The past 3 years.
Oh, now he's disappeared. Cody. O'Toole. Oh shit. Okay, no, now he's back.
No. Wait, is he back?
I think I froze him.
Black screen of death.
I
That's
think
what
I
I'm...
broke him.
There
All
we
right,
go.
guys. And just so everyone knows, we are at an hour into the show, so we're only going to take a couple more questions. There are still a lot of questions in here to get to, so I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. Just guys, make sure to throw in a super chat if you guys do want your question answered right away, as well as hit that like button. Subscribe to all of them. Obviously, every single person in here will be kind of sending you where to go at the end of this. But yeah. Thank you everyone for joining in as well. So kind of just jump. Oh, and Cody's gone again. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. I'm trying to think, guys. Let's get some. Oh, okay. Okay, J-Buck Studios. If you were an Animorphs, which animal would you turn into and why? Do you guys remember these books?
No.
I do
Okay.
kind of.
They pretty much you turn into an animal. So which animal would you want to turn into?
Oh, okay.
Austin, we'll start with you.
Man, I'd say a silverback.
Ooh,
Think
Nice.
it'd be cool just to be a gorilla and do my own thing.
yeah.
Cody. Curtis.
I don't remember.
Just any animal. What animal would you want to be?
You know, I would want to turn into a lion or tiger.
Okay. Cody O'Toole.
I'm gonna go with the monkey.
Okay. And Ren.
A wolf.
Nice. I'd be a panda bear. Favorite MCU moment. You know, for this it's tough. I mean, anything from Endgame, Infinity War, but I'm gonna go with a more subtle moment. One of my favorite moments in all of the MCU, and I'm only going this because I want everyone else can say their favorite from Endgame and stuff. I love the moment between Star-Lord and Gamora when he's having giving her the music to listen to, fooled around and fell in love. I love that moment. It's one of my favorite moments in the MCU, and I will always contend that that's one of my favorites. Ren, what about you?
Of course, we got portals over there, but the first Avengers movie, when they all get in a circle and you have the first real unity moment of the Avengers and you have the theme, that moment still gives me cold sweats. It lifts up the hair in my arms, whatever. It's awesome. I love it.
Yep. Cody O'Toole?
Ren took mine. 2012 Avengers.
Okay.
That's it.
Cody Curtis?
For me, it's got to be in the first Iron Man film when Pepper Potts is threatening to quit, and Tony essentially confronts her, saying that she's not the one who had to deal with the arms race or dealing with the deaths of millions of people because of the business that he works in. That for me is just, it's a gut punch.
Yeah. And Austin?
I'd have to say from Spider-Man: Homecoming when he's lifting the rubble up.
That's a great
So
moment
good.
too.
I love it. I get the chills every time I watch it.
I'll argue that's the best Spider-Man moment ever.
Yeah, I 100% agree with
I'd
that.
argue top 3, but yeah. What movies inspired you to become a movie reviewer? So I'll say this. I don't want to say necessarily inspired me, but I want to say I would rephrase this question to be more of like, what movie inspired us to love film? I mean, I think that's a big thing. For me, there's 3 things in particular. So first off, it actually wasn't a movie that made me want to dive into filmmaking and diving into that. It was Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is one of the most like interesting shows that kind of dive in behind the scenes, the scripts, everything of that nature. If we're talking about movies in general, Toy Story, Spirited Away, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Austin, what about you?
I'd have to say movie-wise would be Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd probably say TV show would be The Walking Dead.
Nice. Cody Curtis?
For me, it's funny. I think my answer is probably going to be different than everybody else because there wasn't a specific moment or specific television show or movie where I thought, hey, I want to get into film. I want to be a filmmaker. Honestly, it's always been a part of me because I grew up with the 6-hour rendition of Pride and Prejudice and Wizard of Oz. And my brother and I were always making these little cheesy short films when we were growing up. And so it's just always been a part of me. So I can't really point to one specific thing.
Cody O'Toole?
What's coming to mind is the first movie I saw in theaters that I remember seeing. It's Finding Nemo. Just the journey that movie takes you on. It was just like I was in awe, and like I'll never forget that moment.
Nice. And Ren?
Well, to be a movie reviewer, there was no movie. It was more the movie reviewers themselves. But like decide I wanted to be a filmmaker and director, writer specifically, there are 2 movies that I love because they made me do this. They made me decide. The first one was Gladiator. The first time I saw Gladiator, I was like, okay, I love movies. I realized I love the movies more than anything else in the entire world. The second one was Batman Begins. The first time I saw Batman Begins, I was like, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to become Nolan. That's specifically the thought I had at the time. I was like, okay, I want to do what he does,
Mm-hmm. I love it. All right, we're going to take 2 more, guys. Scott Cluna, what movie world that you found fascinating would you like to go back to and we didn't get enough of? I would like to see more from Zootopia. Zootopia is a great choice. Big Hero 6, I think, is the one that I'm just like, yes, we have the TV show and stuff, but I'm like, how did that not get a sequel? I mean, that movie was awesome. It was so fun. The world was vibrant, and I just wanted so much from that. And if we're going to Disney Plus series, I'm going to be honest, Pirates of the Caribbean spinoff should go on Disney Plus. I think that would be a better thing than just a spinoff for the movies. Ren, we'll start with you for this one.
What did he ask? Did Scott ask like specific Disney worlds?
I think it was just in general movies.
Yeah, what movie?
Okay, I'm going to go with the show. I'm going to go with a show that you still need to start watching, Zach. I'm going to go with My Hero Academia, which is basically it's a world where 70% of the population is born with a superpower, which they call quirks. They can vary to anything. They can be the most insignificant thing to the most awesome thing ever. And it's awesome. I would love to live in that world, even if I ended up not being born with superpowers.
Okay. Cody O'Toole.
Zootopia is a good choice, but Disney, I'm looking at you right now. The correct answer is Inside Out. We need a sequel to Inside Out. Think about it. I don't know how they haven't done a sequel to Inside Out yet.
I think they thought about it. How did they do puberty without it being an R-rated?
If anyone could do it, it'd be Disney.
Maybe. Man of Peace.
I would love, going back on this, I know that we, in terms of like little YouTube short films and with the films, we've seen a bit of the world, but I would love HBO. I would love HBO to pick up where Denis Villeneuve left off and give us an expansion in a television show inside of the Blade Runner universe.
There's gonna be an anime.
That's going to be really cool. And then, Austin, what about you?
I'd say Disney-wise, honestly, for me, it'd be Monsters Inc.
Great
Okay.
choice.
I would love
Good
to
one.
see just the
Aren't
other
they doing
monsters. I haven't heard about that, in all honesty.
Oh, I thought Disney Plus was getting Monsters at Work, I think.
Yeah, they are. I don't know what's
Okay.
coming out, but they are doing that.
I think it was supposed to be for next year, but
And even just a sequel, man. I mean, still Monsters Inc. I mean, like, I wasn't a big fan of Monsters University, but I want to see like what happened. Like maybe see like an older Boo, and see kind of how Sully and Mike have changed over the years.
I get that. Now, I did see a question. I just don't know where it's at. The last question we're going to end on is favorite moment from a Star Wars film.
That's good.
Again, I'm going to go. Sorry, Cody.
That's all
Cody,
right.
Cody, you can tell me your favorite moment from a Disney Renaissance film. There you go.
All right,
Start
cool.
thinking. You'll be the last one I go with.
All right,
So Star Wars wise, the one that I always love is when Leia says "I love you" and Luke says "I know," and it's just
Luke?
like,
You mean,
How dare you?
oh Luke, Han,
Wrong.
and I'm just
Fake
like,
fan alert.
amazing, like just an amazing sequence of all time. Austin, what about you?
it's
We'll
a
put it
tie. Like for me, the first one that comes to my mind is when Rey and Finn are running towards the Falcon. You just get that iconic Millennium
Yeah.
Falcon music. I mean, the other obvious choice would be, No, I Am Your Father. I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Like, it's partially what my channel's based on. I talk about it nonstop every day and drive everybody crazy around me.
I get that, man. I get that. Star Wars for life. Cody Curtis.
I'm gonna say the original trilogy is my favorite moment of all Star Wars. But if we're gonna get to specifics, that isn't the entire trilogy. Just that first iconic moment where Luke looks up at the Sons of Tatooine
Yeah,
Yes.
is probably my favorite moment.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Ren Geekness.
Well, before I answer, I want to answer the Renaissance question as well, but I'm going to let
No, you
let
don't get
Cody
to.
O'Toole
No.
answer that one first.
Never.
But I was going to give an honorable mention to the twin sun scene in The New Hope, but Luke versus the Emperor in the throne room in Return of the Jedi.
That is good.
It's a great one. I also want to give a shout out to anything with Jar Jar Binks. Let's just
How dare you?
favorite moment. Cody O'Toole.
My favorite Star Wars moments in The Lion King when Scar's looking down at Mufasa and he says, "Mufasa, I am your father," and then throws him off. That's my favorite.
That's a great moment. All right,
Yeah.
Ren, do you have a favorite Disney Renaissance moment?
Yes, it's also from The Lion King, and it's probably in my top 10 favorite movie moments of all time. It's when Simba reaches the top of Pride Rock, when it's raining and the music is sweeping up, and he roars and officially becomes king, and everyone starts roaring with him. Just gives me chills. I'm chilling.
I
I'm
bet.
chilling up right now.
Me
I
too,
bet.
man.
All right. I'm actually going to take one more real fast. So first, Donnie's in here. Hello, Donnie. Thanks for watching. Max Bolton, does Toy Story 4 still hold up for you today, and where does it stand out of the 4? So let me fucking tell you this. I saw some dude tweet this out, and he was like, can we just all admit Toy Story 4 is a big mistake and a piece of shit? And I just wanted to slap him. I mean,
Yeah.
I legit think, I think Toy Story is still a trilogy. I still conclude, like, I think I would still conclude Toy Story as a trilogy. Toy Story 4 is just an epilogue. It's an epilogue to that story. If you don't want to watch it, well, then fuck you. If you do want to watch it and you like it, or no, you can't even like it. You just have to love it. I don't give a shit what you think. And if anyone in this chat disagrees with me, I will kick you the fuck out. And I know one person's opinion on this is going to get kicked out already. But definitely for me, it's just grown and grown and grown. I mean, literally the only negative I honestly could think of the film is I do wish that the original characters were a bigger part of it. But given that also, you have to play with some of them have passed away at this point. They didn't want to recast. They kind of wanted to honorably bring them in. And I feel like for me, this is Woody's story. It's 100% Woody's story. And that, I think for me, Toy Story, every single film has been a part of my life when I needed it the most. And I think for Toy Story 4, it shows what happens when you feel like your purpose, what your meaning of your life, your purpose has moved on. Where is that going next for you? And I think that is what I love about Toy Story 4. So, Cody O'Toole, I'll start with you.
I'm going to be echoing a lot what you said, Zach. I watched it actually the other day at work with the kids that I work with, but it's an amazing movie. If you're asking where it stands with the other Toy Story movies, it's my least favorite. But that doesn't, discredit the movie and what it does. It is Woody's story. The animation is breathtaking alone. My goodness. And yeah, it's Woody's story, and I can understand why they wanted to sideline the other main characters. Would I have liked more from them? Yes. But in the end, I think the message of the movie is what I remember most from it, and it's a really good message. And I love the movie, so it's great.
I'll start with Ren, because we already know.
I plead the fifth.
Ren's about to be
Cody Curtis.
See, I think I've already established this. I am with Cody O'Toole. It is my least favorite.
All right.
Man, I feel like I'm on the ball here now. No, I could say this.
Wait, and real fast, Cody, you said it was your least favorite?
What?
Okay. Austin?
I mean, I've seen the film one time. I mean, I actually thought it was really well done, actually. And I agree with what everybody else said. The animation was just beautiful, spot on. Mm-hmm. I'd say it's a tie between second and third. I'd say Toy Story 3 is probably my least favorite.
Okay, so everyone's getting Brock back in. Getting Brock back in. Austin's my winner of the day. Everyone else is fired. Never allowed to show back up on this channel. Just kidding. We're all entitled to our own opinion. If you really don't like Toy Story, then I just don't fucking like you. So, no, I remember. Yeah, it's just stupid. So thank you guys again so much for watching this. You guys are seriously all the best. That was a great question to end on because I love Toy Story. If I could just make this a Toy Story channel, I absolutely fucking would. That would just make no sense. I would have no videos to make every single week. So let's start with Ren. Where can they find you at?
You can find me at Ren Geekness on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And on Instagram, you can find me at Ren Vieira 93. And I do movie reviews as well. And I do a podcast with Zach Pope on my channel called Geeks of the Round Table. So come check us out.
Yeah, we do it all the time. All right. Also, Cody O'Toole, where would you like to plug?
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Zach, for having me. Appreciate it. It was, first time ever on your channel, just me, which is fun. But you can find me editing videos for Ryan O'Toole over on his channel. That is my brother. And you can find me on Instagram at Cody_O'Toole, where I kind of post singing videos every now and then.
Hell yeah. All right. We got Baby Yoda also in here. Man of Peace, where can they find you?
All right, so guys, if you want to just check out some of my old YouTube stuff, just go on YouTube, search my name, Cody Curtis. It'll be there. But
You'll be the third white person that shows up.
Yeah. If you guys want to know where you can actually find me and where you can support me, I am going to be making my directorial debut with a feature film that I wrote in October and November of this year. And we're going to be getting all of our marketing stuff up in about 2 weeks. That'll include social media pages, a website for the film, and a fundraiser. So if you want to, more information will be going up about that very shortly, but that's where you will be able to find me in the next 2 weeks.
Awesome. And Austin, where can they find you at?
You guys can find me on YouTube. Just type in my name, SPC Bird. I do all sorts of things. I do unboxings, reviews. I do my own podcast called the Midwest Cantina. I keep looking for more and more guests. So if anybody's ever interested, by all means, message me. You can also find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Twitter. Again, all just SPC Bird.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Cody, SPC Bird, or Austin, of course. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in, trying this new thing. I really liked it, so maybe in the next couple of weeks I'll do it again, where I just randomly throw someone in. So if you guys are watching in the chat and maybe you didn't get in today, that could be another thing. Your podcast sounds interesting, though. I really like the Midwest Cantina title of that.
I'd love to have you on, man.
Hey, you know what? when my schedule clears up, I would love to. So thank you guys again so much for joining us. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way out, as well as comment down below if you're catching this later. Let us know what your favorite question is. If you want a question answered next week, throw it down in the chat or the comment section. I always look there. And again, we look for very creative questions. Yes, sometimes we take the easy ones to answer, but I really like the creative ones that we get, and I love just doing this with you guys. So of course, until next time, stay classy, stay awesome, and stay safe.